It's still red. Oh.
It stays red, it just gets a
Proceed.
square. Hey friends, my name is Catherine and I am going to be doing a hive inspection today. Our goal is to verify that our queen is still here and laying, and check and see if they need to be fed, because we're not quite in our main nectar flow yet. So we're just gonna pop the lid off, put a little bit of smoke at the entrance, take off our top box, and find our hive tool and pop it open and see what we've got. Yes, hi. Okay. Got a good number of bees. We probably won't have any brood in this upper box here, but we'll pull some frames from the center and check. Yes. Alright, that should be loose enough. Alright, plenty of actual brood. Alright, I've got some larvae here. I don't know if you can see down inside of those cells, but I see some larvae here on the bottom of this frame. Let me set down that end and I can point it out to you. Right down here in the bottom cells. So, and I've got eggs on this frame as well. In the bottom of these cells over here, there's, if you can see that itty bitty, just tiny little, smaller than half a grain of sand speck in the bottom of the cells, those are eggs. Sometimes, if you can't see them that way, you can hold your frame up to the light. Oh look, there's an itty bitty bee. She's probably just emerged from one of the lower frames, I would guess. But that is what we wanted to see. Luck on the first draw. But actually, I was expecting this to be all packed with honey. This is a box that was full of honey last year. So, because we've seen what we wanted to see and we have a good picture of the amount of honey that's in this hive and that we are going to end up wanting to feed, we're actually just going to close up. There's no reason to stay in a hive and mess with the bees longer than you need to. This hive is going along exactly as I want it to. They're developing really nicely, so we're going to leave them alone. Which means buttoning everything back up. When you put your top of your hive back on, or when you put a box on, if you've got boxes pulled off, you want to set it on at an angle and then turn it and shift it so that the bees have time to move and get out of the way. That way you don't crush any bees. It's a good idea to avoid crushing the girls if you can. And that's it for this hive inspection. Quick, easy. The last one we did today was not that way. Lost the queen in that one, but they're making a new one, so we're going to leave it be and see how it goes. I like to let them raise their own queen whenever possible, instead of buying a new one. It's a little bit of a longer process. It means that I probably won't get any honey production out of that hive this year, but actually, you know what? I may go back into this hive real quick and check the next box down. That box had brood in it. But if the next box down also does, I may end up actually putting another box on here. So let me pull everything back off. I think of things as I'm working on them, because I want to give as much room as possible for these bees to grow. So we'll just pull this off. Set it over here and have a peek at the next box down. I've got, just looking at the top, I can see I've got a little bit of a honey band in here. Like, I can see capped cells. So I'm going to do the same thing in this box. Pull a center frame and see what we've got on it. Go. Because I think with the way that this hive has been expanding and growing and the amount of bees that I've got in here, I'm probably going to want another box on. Alright, move out of the way, sweet. There you go. Alright. Okay. Capped brood, drone brood, not that much honey. Yeah, I think I want to give these girls another box. See the capped brood and the brood and the drone brood? The regular brood is the ones that are flat, and the drone broods are the ones that are bubbled up. Got a little bit of a queen cell developing right there, but not too bad. And it's not at the bottom of the frame. I think they're just doing it to do it. And we've got eggs, and I am confident in the health of this hive. So I am looking back down in it. Yep, we've got bees clear to the bottom, so I am going to add another box to this hive, which just means it's a good thing that I had a box prepared for the other hive, even though we're not adding it there. There we go. Okay, so we're going to put these girls back on. Same thing we did before, just set it down slowly at an angle and turn it so that we avoid crushing as many bees as we can avoid crushing. Got a couple, but not too bad. Then center it and go grab our other box. Same thing. Put it on an angle. Turn it. Center it. And now, this time for realsies, close it back up. And I am going to probably actually end up putting a little bit of feed in this feeder. It's just got crystallized sugar in the bottom now. But I'll put some feed in. I'll put some feed in there later on in the day. Oh, nail came loose. There we go. And that's it for this hive inspection. This hive is doing well, which I'm glad to see. I hope it is fruitful, and I hope the fruit that they pollinate is fruitful too. See you guys later, and oh yes, remember to subscribe. Bye!